Okay, students, now compound microscope we should start. Its first case is when image is at d distance. Now we will be drawing the ray diagram. Okay, so for image at d and for image at infinite, two cases are there. Now first of all we should know the definition of magnification m. It is the same definition, that it is the ratio of two angles beta and alpha. So ratio of angles obtained by image to the angles obtained by object when both lie at the same distance d from the eye. Okay, this way it is. So first note down this definition of magnification. Okay students, now in compound microscope, in this first case image is at d, let us draw the ray diagram. So as I have told you before that in compound microscope two lenses will be used. First lens is known as objective lens and second lens is known as eyepiece lens. Okay, now the condition in the compound microscope is that FO should be less than FE. Okay, the focal length of objective lens should be less than the eyepiece lens. It should be having greater aperture also. Now let us start drawing the ray diagram. So first of all we should mark the points. So this is the optical center C here, and of this lens the optical center we have denoted by C dash. Now first of all this is objective. So for objective lens the F, 2F, F, 2F positions are noted. So here everywhere we have written FO, 2FO, FO, 2FO. Okay. Now what will happen? The object which we have to magnify, because we are doing microscope. So the object, the first object will be very smaller. First of all, this first lens will be kept near the object. That's why this lens is called objective lens. And it will make a magnified image this side. This is the tube of the compound microscope. Then this eyepiece lens will further magnify that image. So it will be making a bigger image. So this way the role of the two lenses is to get a very enlarged image in comparison to the size of the object. So let us start keeping the object here in front of the objective lens. So we keep the object here between F and 2F, which is a small object. We will call it AB object. Now we will complete its ray diagram. So for ray diagram, as we know that we need to take two rays. One ray which goes parallel to the principal axis. After refraction it passes through the focus. And second ray we should take through C. Okay, so second ray we should take through optical center. It passes unbent. So through optical center we have to take a ray. Now wherever the two rays meet, there the image is formed. That is the position of the image. So you can see the rays are meeting below the principal axis. This is the principal axis. So below it the rays are meeting. That means it is the inverted image. So we will complete the image diagram of first lens. So this is the image formed here. We will name it now A dash, B dash. Okay, so that means the role of the objective lens has been completed. One small object was there, it was between F and 2F, and as is the rule that of convex lens, if the object is kept between F and 2F, then the image is formed beyond 2F. So that means you can see that the image is formed beyond 2F. Now, the role of the eyepiece lens starts. Whatever image is formed by the first lens, the second lens uses it as the object. Okay, so now where should we keep this object with respect to this eyepiece lens? So this A dash B dash, which is serving as an object for this eyepiece lens, it should be kept in such a manner that this eyepiece lens makes the image on the same side of the object. Okay, so for this eyepiece lens, this is the object. So image also should be same side, because the screen is kept here. This is actually like a tube of compound microscope where the screen is placed here only somewhere. Okay, so the image should be formed on the same side of the lens, convex lens. Now when it is possible? When the object is placed between focal length, focus and the optical center, then the image is formed on the same side of the object. So now forget about this diagram, only remember that this is the object for this lens. Now we will be marking again FE. Okay, till here FO was going on. Now for this is eyepiece lens, so we will mark FE. So this object should be in between F and C for this lens. So let us mark FE here. FE. So that means this object is coming between F and C. So almost at the equal distance show FE this side also. Okay. Now let us complete the image formation. So first ray should be taken parallel to the principal axis. Okay. After refraction, it passes through the focus this way, and second ray we should take through optical center. Second ray is passing through optical center. It is passing unbent. It will be moving straight. Okay. So show the optical center. Now one ray is going through optical center unbent, and one ray is parallel, and after refraction passing through focus. But here you will see that the two rays are not meeting. They are diverging only. So we need to do what? Whenever the rays are not meeting actually, so we have to make them meet behind by extending the two rays. So we will be extending the two rays like this. Okay, so wherever they will meet, that is the position of the image formed, but this is now the virtual image. Okay, so since from this object whatever rays were allowed to pass on the lens, they were not meeting actually there. That's why we are making it meet behind. So whenever we extend the rays behind, we call that there the virtual image is formed. So here we are getting a virtual image. This way you can complete the diagram. So finally this is the final image. So we will call it A double dash B double dash. Okay, we will call it A double dash B double dash. Now this is the complete image diagram after the ray diagram. Okay, so you can see the first object was very small of AB size, and the last image which is formed, that is very big, A double dash B double dash. So this way the compound microscope magnifies the image in a very better manner, or we get a further magnified image. This way you can say. Now we have to calculate the magnification. Magnification formula, as we know, beta upon alpha. Okay, angle subtended by image to the angle subtended by object at I when both lie at d distance. Okay, so you can see where the image is formed. We are doing the first case, image is formed at d, means least distance of distinct vision. D means 25 centimeter. So we have to mark here that this is d distance of the image. Okay, and where is the eye? So eyepiece means here the eye is present. Okay, so from I or from C dash the distance is measured, one and the same thing. Now image is already at D. So whatever image is formed, how much angle it is making at C dash, that we will call beta angle. Okay, so let us show beta angle. This is our beta angle. Now where the alpha angle we need to make. So alpha angle also from the eye at D distance only. So what we need to do here, object is not present at d distance. So whatever object was initial object, we have to take its substitute. क्या करना है हमें? इस AB ऑब्जेक्ट का सेम साइज का एक आर्क लेना है, उसे यहाँ कट करना है. सो हमने क्या कट किया? यहाँ पर AB इतना आर्क कट किया, इसको Q नेम दिया. अब ये I पर कितना एंगल बना रहा है? This angle is called now what? This angle is called what? Alpha. Okay, so beta angle is here, alpha angle is here. This is our which point? This is our point A double dash. Okay, let us write it clearly. This is A double dash point. Okay, now we will be calculating it with the help of these these triangles. So beta means 10 beta approximately, alpha means 10 alpha. This is the approximation for small angles. Now 10 beta, so for finding the 10 beta you have to search the triangle in which beta is appearing. So you can see here in this triangle beta is appearing. Beta means perpendicular, 10 beta means perpendicular upon base. So perpendicular is A double dash B double dash, base is C dash A double dash. From here to here is the base. Okay, so you have to see which triangle. You have to see the triangle in which beta is appearing. So you see, you take this complete triangle. Okay, tan beta is written here, a double dash b double dash upon c dash a double dash. Okay, perpendicular upon base. Now tan alpha. So for tan alpha, we have to see this upper triangle. In this upper triangle, this is our perpendicular and this is our base. So perpendicular upon base. Okay, base is same only. A double dash q upon c dash a double dash written. Now you can notice that in tan beta and in tan alpha, base is same only. So it will be cancelled. Only these upper parts will be remaining. This is and this is remaining. Now in this one term is appearing a double dash q. A double dash q, but it was actually equal to AB only. So let us write a double dash q as AB. Now we have lastly obtained what? A double dash b double dash upon AB. Okay. Now a double dash b double dash, it is what? It is the image of the second lens. And what is AB? AB is the object of first lens. So that means there is no common object and image. That means object and image of same lens are not appearing. So what we need to do, we have to include in this one intermediate term. What is that intermediate term? A dash b dash. तो यहाँ हम क्या करेंगे? A dash b dash से multiply और divide करेंगे. You can see ये term यही है, same है और A dash b dash से multiply और divide किया है. अब हम grouping करेंगे ऐसे जिससे ऑब्जेक्ट और इमेज एक ही लेंस का हो जाए. तो जैसे हमने इसको ग्रुपिंग किया, ये एक रेशियो बनाया और ये वाला दूसरा रेशियो बनाया. इससे क्या हुआ? ए डबल डैश बी डबल डैश और ए डैश बी डैश, ये क्या हो गया? इमेज एंड ऑब्जेक्ट ऑफ द आई पीस लेंस. सो इमेज अपॉन ऑब्जेक्ट ऑफ आई पीस लेंस, इसको बोलते हैं मैग्नीफाइंग पावर ME. ओके, you will write it small me. Okay, capital M is combined thing and small m is individual lens magnification. So ये तो हुआ image upon object of eyepiece lens. ठीक है, अब ये वाला क्या हुआ? ये है image और ये है object. तो image और object किसका? ऑब्जेक्टिव लेंस का. तो इस वाले रेशियो को image upon object को अब क्या बोलेंगे? MO. सो क्या हो गया? image upon object होता है, इमेज अपॉन ऑब्जेक्ट का मीनिंग होता है स्मॉल m, मैग्निफिकेशन या मैग्नीफाइंग पावर. अब ये हुआ आई पीस के लिए और ये हुआ ऑब्जेक्टिव लेंस के लिए. तो ME इंटू MO. यहाँ तक हम पहुँच गए. आफ्टर दैट नाउ आई एम सॉल्विंग द रिमेनिंग पार्ट हियर. ओके, जस्ट अंडरस्टैंड. सो आफ्टर दैट कैपिटल M विच वी आर सॉल्विंग एंड वी हैव रीच्ड टिल ME एंड MO. अब ME एंड MO का हाइट वाला फॉर्मूला होता है, हाइट हो गया इमेज हाइट अपॉन ऑब्जेक्ट हाइट. ठीक है, ये हो गया. अब ये किसके इक्वल होता है? सो लेंस के लिए ये V/U के इक्वल होता है. सो जब हमें ME लिखना है तो हम लिखेंगे VE अपॉन UE एंड जब हमें MO लिखना है तो हम लिखेंगे VO अपॉन UO. ओके, सो ME मीन्स VE अपॉन UE, MO मीन्स VO अपॉन UO. Now the remaining part is that we have to do this calculation. Okay, so let us start calculating. VO upon UO we will discuss later. Firstly, let us find the values of VE and UE. VE, that means the image distance of eyepiece lens. So this is the eyepiece, its image distance is how much? D. So VE को हमें लिखना है -D. ओके, एंड और क्या बचा? UE. UE मीन्स इसके लिए ऑब्जेक्ट कितना डिस्टेंस पर है, वी कैन कॉल इट UE. ये कितना डिस्टेंस पर है. अब UE फाइंड करने का मेथड क्या होता है? दैट इज दैट सेम मेथड विच वी हैव यूज्ड फॉर द सिंपल माइक्रोस्कोप ऑल्सो. सो ऑलवेज रिमेंबर द फॉर्मूला फॉर 1/UE इज, so -1/U is always equal to D plus F upon DF. Just now we are talking about eyepiece lens, so D plus FE upon DFE. This formula you remember, you can directly apply for all that cases where image is formed at D. Okay, so ये फॉर्मूला कैसे आया इसको तुम देखने के लिए यू कैन सी एट इन द सिंपल माइक्रोस्कोप द डेरिवेशन पार्ट. ओके, नाउ लेट अस अप्लाई इट हियर इन आवर फॉर्मूला. VO upon UO as it is D. Now 1 by UE. 1 by UE is how much? D plus FE upon D plus D into FE. So this D and D are getting cancelled. Finally we have the answer VO upon UO. You can see now FE upon FE is 1 and D upon FE. Okay, so this is our magnification answer. Now you can compare it with simple microscope. Simple microscope D case. There the answer came only 1 plus D by F, and now here the answer is multiplication of two terms. So VO upon UO भी है and 1 plus D upon FE भी है. So finally हमारा magnification increase हो रहा है. So capital M जो magnification होता है वो दो terms आ गई इसलिए increase हो रहा है. ठीक है? So in this case the magnification answer is, this is the final answer. Okay, this way we have solved the magnification. I'll just repeat the terms. How we have started with magnification formula is beta upon alpha, 10 beta upon 10 alpha. For that, whatever final image is formed, how much angle it is making at the eye, that means C dash, that is beta. Object is not present here, so object substitute we have drawn here. How much angle it is making at eye, that means C dash, that is alpha. Okay, now beta whenever you have to calculate, you take this triangle, and alpha whenever you have to calculate, you take this upper triangle. So there are two triangles and obviously one thing is common, base is common, so it will get cancelled only. So bases are cancelling, only perpendiculars are left. फिर a डबल डैश क्यू को AB लिखा, इसके बाद में इसमें a डैश b डैश इंट्रोड्यूस किया है. इससे ये हुआ कि इमेज अपॉन ऑब्जेक्ट ऑफ आई पीस, इसको हम बोलते हैं ME. फिर इमेज अपॉन ऑब्जेक्ट ऑफ ऑब्जेक्टिव, इसको बोलते हैं MO. देन ME एंड MO को लिखा V by U. देन VE मीन्स इमेज डिस्टेंस ऑफ आई पीस minus D, and UE you put a formula like this. So this way after cancellation you will get this answer. So the derivation is not difficult, it's easy only. Now other than magnification we have to solve some of the times in the numericals the length of the tube also, the length of the microscope tube also. So what is the tube length actually? Tube is this way. This is the tube. From objective to eyepiece there is a tube. Okay, so if we need to calculate the tube length, okay, so it will be calculated with reference to this a dash b dash which is common. So यहाँ से यहाँ तक की distance को क्या बुलाएंगे और यहाँ से यहाँ तक की distance को क्या बुलाएंगे? Let us make now. So ये क्या है? पहले तो इस लेंस के रेस्पेक्ट में ये इमेज है. ओके, इमेज को हम लिखते हैं V, तो ये है VO. दिस इज द इमेज फॉर्म्ड ऑफ ऑब्जेक्टिव लेंस, सो वी विल कॉल दिस डिस्टेंस VO. जैसे ये U है, UO है, ये है VO. अब यहाँ आते हैं इस लेंस के रेस्पेक्ट में यानी C डैश के रेस्पेक्ट में ये क्या है? ये है इसका ऑब्जेक्ट, तो ये है UE which we have already written here. So what is the total length of the tube? Length of the tube is VO plus UE. Okay, so we will write this formula here. Of the tube formula is VO plus UE. Remember this formula for numericals. This is extra formula and this formula is only applicable for D case. Now we are solving the infinite case. Okay, note down this draw the ray diagram carefully and note down this derivation. Let us start the second case in which the final image is formed at infinity, and this case is also known by the name normal adjustment case. This you should remember. Okay, so normal adjustment case means infinite case is asked. Okay, so let us make the image diagram, ray diagram. So the objective lens, its image diagram will remain same. We will take the first object AB between F and 2F. So the final image which is formed, that is beyond 2F. This is the same image formation. One ray parallel after refraction through focus and second ray through optical center, it will go straight, unbent. So wherever they meet, there the final image is formed. Okay, so this part is same exactly which we have done for the D case. Now the role of eyepiece starts. Now what is the case that the eyepiece has to make the final image at infinity. So if the eyepiece has to make the final image at infinity, that means its object should be at focus. So this A dash B dash, which is the object for this eyepiece, this should be at its focus. So that means this point, the position is exactly FE. Where this object is kept, this is adjusted just at FE. FE means focus of eyepiece. Okay. Now let us make the image diagram. So one ray parallel, it will go after refraction through focus. So suppose this is the focus FE. Then second ray, we have to pass through optical center. It should go unbent. So one ray parallel after refraction through focus, and second ray passing through optical center, it goes unbent. Now these two rays should look parallel only because they never meet. So if the two rays are not meeting, its meaning is that the image is formed at infinite. Okay, but our screen is kept here. So what we have to do, we have to again extend the two rays behind. So we will be extending the two rays behind like this. They will be parallel here also. Okay, this way they will be parallel, this side also. Okay, now we know that these two rays are not meeting. So that means the final image is formed at infinite only. Final sharp image is formed at infinite only. But we have to somehow see the image. So at least at the D distance we will keep the screen. Okay, so at D distance we will keep the screen. So this we will call as final image. A double dash, B double dash. We know that this is not the clear image, but it is the blur image, because clear image will be formed at infinite only. So at least the blur image will be obtained at D distance. So this is that image which we want. So we have to name this image A double dash, B double dash. So this is the change. Okay, what is the change? In the earlier case, the two rays were meeting, and in this case the two rays are not meeting. But still the distance is D only of this image. Okay, now again in the same manner we will calculate the magnification, which is beta upon alpha or 10 beta upon 10 alpha. So you can see that I have not removed all these calculation, it is exactly same. So first of all we need to show beta and alpha here. So what is beta? Beta is the angle formed by image. Angle formed by image at I position means C dash position. So this is our beta angle, and we know that object is not present at D distance. We have to bring the object also at D distance from I. So we need to take a substitute of this object here. क्योंकि ऑब्जेक्ट ऊपर है प्रिंसिपल एक्सिस के, तो इसका सब्स्टिट्यूट भी ऊपर ही बनेगा. सो इसका सब्स्टिट्यूट लिया हमने, इसको हमने नाम दिया A डबल डैश Q. हाउ मच एंगल इट इज मेकिंग at C? That angle we call what? Alpha. In the same manner, alpha. Now again in the same manner we will calculate 10 alpha from this triangle, 10 beta from this triangle, and 10 alpha from this upper triangle. So see it is the same calculation. Perpendicular upon base, and again 10 alpha, perpendicular upon base. Bases are same, got cancelled, only perpendiculars are left. Then A double dash Q is equal to AB. Then A dash B dash will multiply both the sides. We will group them. So this is the image upon object of eyepiece. This is the image upon object of objective lens. Finally we will reach to this point. ME means VE upon UE. MO means VO upon UO. Okay. After that now, small calculation is left. VO upon UO as it is, and VE upon UE. Okay, let us make now the values. These values we know already. VE, V means image, E means eyepiece. Eyepiece की image कहाँ है? ये रहा eyepiece, इसकी image ये रही, इसकी distance कितनी है? D. So it is minus D because it is same side of the object. Okay, एक ये है. दूसरी चीज क्या है? UE. UE means eyepiece का object. Eyepiece का object ये है, इसकी डिस्टेंस अब कितनी है? सो यू कैन सी ये हमने FE पे रखा था. FE यानी फोकल लेंथ. सो UE हमारा FE है अब की बार. तो डायरेक्ट कैलकुलेशन है, और क्योंकि ये ऑब्जेक्ट डिस्टेंस की तरह काम कर रहा है FE, तो ये माइनस में लगेगा। दोनों सेम साइड पे थे, माइनस में आए साइन कन्वेंशन से, दोनों के माइनस साइन कैंसिल हो गए। सो फाइनली हमारे पास में ये फॉर्मूला आ गया डी अपॉन FE इंटू VO इंटू UO। ओके, so this way we can get the final answer. Now here you will notice that VO and UO in the previous case also and in this case also can be approximated to VO means image distance of objective. So where is the image? Image is here. This image is actually very close to the eyepiece and this is called the length of the tube. So क्या होता है इस माइक्रोस्कोप में, ये जो इमेज बनी ये इस लेंस के बहुत क्लोज बनती है, तो ये डिस्टेंस और ये डिस्टेंस अप्रॉक्सीमेटली सेम, हम अप्रॉक्सीमेटेड फॉर्मूला में बोल सकते हैं कि VO है वो अप्रॉक्सीमेटली L के इक्वल है एंड UO सो UO मीन्स ऑब्जेक्ट डिस्टेंस ऑफ ऑब्जेक्टिव लेंस, ये अप्रॉक्सीमेटली FO के इक्वल आता है। सो ये एक अप्रॉक्सीमेशन है कि VO अपॉन UO को हम क्या लिख सकते हैं, L अपॉन FO in both the cases, in previous case also, in D case. Okay, then the formula will convert to this. So if VO upon UO, we remember it is L upon FO for both the cases, and this side the change is there in magnification formula. So what is the change? In D case 1 plus D upon FE we obtained, and in infinite case we obtain only D upon FE. And what about VO upon UO? VO upon UO can be approximately equal to L upon FO. Okay, remember it for both the formulas. So this way if we write, this is our exact formula and this is our approximated formula. You remember this formula only because values are generally given in the numericals of VO, UO that we can easily calculate. So this is the formula which we should remember, and you will notice one thing, that we can increase magnification. We want more magnification. We want more magnification. It is obtained when both FO and FEs are smaller. This is also smaller, this is also smaller. But comparatively, to increase the field of view of eyepiece, its aperture and focal length should be greater than objective. Okay, so this last point we will note down. So note down all this, draw the ray diagram and note down the derivation part. Okay, so we have completed the two parts of compound microscope. So some facts are remaining. Let us note down from the next sheet. Finally, after completing the derivations, now let us conclude the points. Here we have written the formulas of compound microscope and here of simple microscope. Compound microscope for image at D case. We know that the magnification formula which we obtained was VO upon UO 1 plus D upon FE. This is the exact formula, and if we apply the approximation, VO upon UO को लिखना है L upon FO, ये सेम रहेगा 1 plus D upon FE. Okay, now image at infinite case, exact formula आया था VO upon UO D upon FE only, 1 plus नहीं आएगा, यहाँ सिर्फ D upon FE आएगा, और approximated formula चाहिए तो VO upon UO को लिखना है L upon FO, ये सेम रहेगा D upon FE. So this way we have listed down the formulas. If we compare the lengths of the tubes, length of microscope tube, length means objective और eyepiece के बीच का distance, यहाँ होगा VO plus UE which we have calculated D case में, और infinite case में UE actually FE है, इसलिए क्या हो जाएगा VO plus FE. You can go back and see the diagram. So here VO plus UE is length and here VO plus FE is the length. You may require these formulas for the numericals. Now just come to the simple microscope, then we'll compare these points. Simple microscope में एक ही फॉर्मूला होगा, exact approximated दो नहीं है, तो D केस का फॉर्मूला एक ही है 1 plus D by F, और इन्फिनाइट केस का फॉर्मूला है सिर्फ D by F. इन्फिनाइट केस को हम बोलते हैं नॉर्मल एडजस्टमेंट केस. Okay, now the points, the facts about the compound microscope which you have to remember. Objective lens should be of short focal length and small aperture. remember this point. And eyepiece lens should also be of short focal length. Okay, we know that this should be also small so that magnification is greater. It should also be of short focal length but greater than objective focal length. And aperture wise it should be large aperture. Okay, so why FE is kept greater than FO? Its answer is to increase the field of view of microscope. Okay, eyepiece lens is only seeing the image. So to see that image field, the aperture of this eyepiece lens should be greater. So these 3 points you should remember. Point number 1, point number 2 and point number 3. Okay.